You informed.
Demerara and Essequibo 9.1 FM.
Burby's 99.5. Kaieteur Radio.
Good day. Welcome to News Noon on Kaieteur Radio. I'm Kevin Smith. Arguing that Guyana got a sucker deal when it signed the production sharing agreement with U.S. oil major ExxonMobil in 2016, which no nation should have ever made, and American commentators lobbying for changes to be immediately effected to the contract. Arthur Piccolo, a writer on Latin American issues, put the two former U.S. Presidents Barack Obama and Donald Trump on blast, insisting that they turned a blind eye to the abuse Guyana is facing. Notably, President Obama was in his second term in office when the Exxon contract was signed. President Trump took office in 2017, and the current leader, Joe Biden, was elected in 2021. Piccolo said it is time for America's present leader to force the U.S. company to renegotiate the deal with Guyana. Just after highlighting how better off the country would have been with a fairer deal, the writer said it is also important because it exposes the United States government's lack of concern for what takes place in the Caribbean, whether in Guyana, Haiti, or anywhere else in this region, physically or close as any to our nation. Piccolo explained that CARICOM, the body that unites Caribbean nations, will be celebrating its 50th anniversary this year. To this end, he said it is time for CARICOM to step up and end this kind of abuse of its member nations. It's time for U.S. President Joe Biden and CARICOM to force Exxon to renegotiate this deal. And members of the local insurance brokers fraternities are expressing frustration after they would have pleaded with successive governments and gave them an early warning about the dangers of granting ExxonMobil and partners permission to self-insure oil and gas operations taking place in the offshore Stabroek Block. Just over 3 years since Guyana started pumping oil, insurance coverage is still not being held in the country as per the Insurance and Local Content Acts. This means Guyana is losing billions of US dollars because oil companies have been allowed to control all elements of risk, losses, liability, and damages associated with their oil and gas operation. It also means taxes lost, no local monitoring of Exxon's insurance workings, no urgency in getting the companies to comply with the law, and the stagnation of the industry in a booming oil economy. Kaieteur was told that as early as 2018, correspondences were being exchanged with the insurance regulator, the Bank of Guyana, and political parties regarding Guyana's insurance exposure. And in other news, the Environmental Protection Agency has determined that the 300-megawatt gas-fired power plant to be constructed by the government of Guyana will not have significant impact on the environment and is therefore exempted from undertaking an environmental impact assessment. Notably, the EPA's decision to not require an environmental impact study comes weeks after the contract to construct the power plant was awarded by the government. The $759 million US contract with C4 Lindsay was inked in December 13, 2022. An environmental impact assessment was described by the former head of the EPA, Dr. Vincent Adams, as a Bible of a project that defines all environmental risks and hazards associated. Once these are identified, the study, usually conducted by an independent consultant, points out actions that will be taken to mitigate the hazard or respond in the case of an emergency. And move on, businessman and publisher of Kaieteur News, Glenn Lal, on Friday outlined ways in which the government of Guyana can give each $1 million monthly, debunking statements made by President Ali that even if the high point of Guyana's oil and gas revenues could afford to give each citizen a transfer. However, in response, the Kaieteur News publisher said with in excess of $50 billion already at a 10% interest rate per annum, it is $5 billion US going into the hands of the banking institutions. He added that if it is correct direct that money can enter every home in the country. I want to say that Ali should hold press conferences. Since taking office in August of 2020, Ali nor the Minister of Natural Resources, Vikram Baru, who is responsible for oil and gas, has held a press conference regarding critical developments in the oil and gas industry, all while several multi-million-dollar projects are being awarded. Time on to 12 hours, that'd be 12 hours 11 in Guyana. We'll resume shortly after the break.
Not a single bar of service.
Not with us. Digicel officially has the best mobile coverage in Guyana, be it in Aishalton or in Esterimbang. We got you covered. Digicel, better together.
Welcome back. The Georgetown Public Hospital on Friday reported 2 maternal deaths, which occurred on January 1st and January 6th, 2023, respectively. In a brief statement, the hospital said that on Friday, a 31-year-old woman entered the facility, while on January 1st, a 25-year-old died. On December 3rd, 2022, we reported that 38-year-old Jeffrey died as a result of complications after giving birth at the institution. It was reported that the woman died 2 days after she delivered her baby. We understand that the woman was diagnosed with sickle cell, which caused complications during her pregnancy. Over the past few months, PAC has recorded a number of maternal deaths. And a man Thursday dropped a haversack containing 2 high-powered rifles and matching ammunition and ran away after patrol ranks showed up at Norton Street, Georgetown. The ranks, according to a statement by the Guyana Police Force, were conducting duties on Norton Street when they saw the suspect holding a bulky green and orange haversack. Investigators dusted the weapons for fingerprints with hopes of linking them to the suspect. Investigations are ongoing. The reconstruction of the Northwest Secondary School, located in Mabaruma Region 1, will cost $346 million. This was revealed by the Ministry of Education during the award of the contract at Aruka Investments on Friday. The ministry said that the project is scheduled to be completed in 14 months, and the project consultant is Innovative Engineering Services. Minister of Education Priya Manikchand said that the quality of work executed on the project will greatly impact the lives of students. As such, she called on the contractor to deliver quality service and complete the project in the agreed time. And to wrap things up, a man was forced to ride a motorcycle he had recently purchased to a police station and leave it there after he found out from a Facebook post that it was stolen. The man told police that he had reportedly bought the motorcycle from an individual a few days ago and had no clue that it was stolen. He had even signed a purchase agreement document in the presence of a justice of peace, which led him to believe that he was transacting business with the rightful owner. The man said it was an online media article that reported that the motorcycle he purchased was stolen from an Allenstown resident. And of course, as usual, we wrap things up by turning the pages of today's Kaieteur newspaper to page 7, dedicated to being blunt. Exxon sues EU. Exxon doesn't want to pay any taxes on earnings. That's the first lesson for Guyanese. Exxon is suing the European Union to avoid paying windfall taxes. That's the second lesson for Guyanese. If Exxon could challenge a body as big as the European Union, then think about Guyana. Exxon loves making money however it can. Exxon hates paying any money, especially taxes. And we must be prepared to fight this American monstrosity. And with that, we've come to the end of your news at noon. I'm Kevin Smith. Thank you for listening.
Want to
your advertising dollar? Then place your ads on Kaieteur Radio's Newscasts. Streamed live on 6 different mediums, reaching hundreds of thousands. Advertise today and watch your dollar grow. Call us on 225-8465 or 226-8210 today.
Boost your sales with BOGO offer. Get double the radio ads in January when you advertise with Kaieteur Radio. Buy one, get one free. Contact us today on 226-7455 to discuss our advertising packages.